Hey, what up? It's your boy Pitch, and I'm just gonna jump straight into the r/that happened. This is episode 1. Oh my god, you'll never believe this. My job accidentally put 4,000 hours on somebody's time clock, and his check was 23,000 plus. He quit the next day, and now they can't find him. Laughing while crying emoji. Hey guys, you won't believe this. I met a girl once on PS4 moaning. I was like, what the fuck? And then she proceeded to tell the whole lobby that she was masturbating. Best part is that we could hear the wet sound thing. She is now my girlfriend. XD. Oh my god, my non-vegan brother did a blind chicken wing taste test today to find the best wing in town. I snuck in a vegan wing from Loving Hut and it won first place. Just goes to show you that our vegan bias clouds our judgment sometimes. He said it had the flavor. Crying emoji, heart smiley face emoji, heart throbbing emoji. I love living in the burbs because it's quiet, but then I have moments where I hate it. For instance, I was at the post office this morning and I hear this lady behind me in line say, "They just let anyone move into this area now." I turn and I look at this typical yoga pants wearing, SUV driving bitch and I say, "Excuse me, do we have a problem?" She just stares at me and I say, I'm sorry that my appearance bothers you so much. But just so you know, I currently have a job where I make $45,000 a year and I'm in the process of earning my master's in counseling. Hashtag humble brag. Before she could get a word out, I then say that, I say, what have you accomplished besides teaching the children who were standing with her how to judge others and be intolerant? Maybe you should worry about yourself and stop spreading hate. Then I turned around and could hear some people laughing, and one person clapped. And everyone clapped. The lady grabbed her kids and left. Never judge a green-haired book by its cover. Yo, they just dropped Baby Shark in the strip club, and the DJ said, y'all don't know shit about this because y'all don't take care of y'all kids. LMFAO, what an establishment. So I was working in kindergarten, and one of my little girls, she's literally one of my favorites. Has gorgeous curly hair, she's biracial, and mom does CG with her, and she's so sweet. The other day, we had dress-up day, and one of the kids asked why she wasn't dressed up, and why she doesn't ever have straight hair, because it looks nicer. This girl straight up looked at this kid and goes, "I don't need to dress up, I'm already a queen, and queens don't care about what peasants think of their hair." And then she did a hair flip. I was dying, laughing, crying emoji. I can't even read my book in peace in a coffee shop without some middle-aged, self-entitled man thinking I owe him attention. What a way to start a Sunday morning. I've just been sat minding my own business reading my book in Nero when this gross, middle-aged man decides to wave his foot in my face to get my attention and ask if he could sit with me. I politely said no, I didn't want him to sit there, and I told him there were lots of free tables behind him. At which point, he lost it, slammed his tray on my table, started shouting aggressively at me, and sat down anyway. So I poured my coffee all over his sandwich, and politely, of course, told him to go fuck himself. I once took a French class in high school for 2 years and dedicated a whole 6 months to learn insults to mentally destroy this jerk in the class because all he did was ridicule and make fun of people who wasn't as good as him. He would make fun of everyone in class in French so that they couldn't understand him. Oh, they would make fun of him he would make fun of them in French. He laughed at their inability to comprehend words after those 6 months of learning insults and being cultivated in an all-boys high school where harsh insults were the only way to socially stay alive. I developed one of the most venomous tongues in the entire school. Long story short, I destroyed his will to live after a one-sided 12-minute roast session. Later, he apologized for how much of an incentive ass he was, and a few months later, we eventually became decent friends after graduation. We even get together with some of the other guys every now and then. Funniest part of this story was that my French teacher applauded me for speaking such insults fluently that she gave me extra credit. Oh, wait. That's the same guy. Funniest part of the story was that my French teacher applauded me for speaking such insults fluently that she even gave me extra credit points. My French teacher was awesome. I knew a girl who, when she was in middle school, was grabbed on the breast by a boy. That's so weirdly phrased. She turned and grabbed him and slammed his face 3 times into the water cooler. Her father was called, and the situation was explained. The father admitted that 3 times may have been excessive, and she would take the 3-day suspension. But what was going to happen to the boy? The principal literally said, "Nothing. Boys will be boys." The next day, the father showed up at the school with half of the city's police. He was a cop in another branch, and she babysat for most of the force, to talk to the principal again. The boy got a suspension. On a funny note, she grew up to be a state trooper, and on the day she got her badge, she stopped at a McDonald's for lunch, and guess who was flipping burgers? That line, "Boys will be boys," always ticks me off. Remember this story. All this talk about bikers versus riders or Harleys versus rice burners is shit. When I was 22 years old, I didn't have a pot to piss in, and I managed to buy an old Honda 750. I was riding it one night, and I went to a biker bar and walked up to the bar and ordered a beer. The biker sitting next to me said, "Hey boy, what you riding?" I said I was riding that rice burner Honda 750 outside, and that was all I had to ride. He said, "You just saved yourself a broken jaw, boy. You called it the right thing, a rice burner." I said, "Well, at least I ride, and that's all I got to ride, so I will ride that fucker until as long as it runs." The bartender brought me a beer, and also brought him another beer. I picked up his beer and chugged it. Then I chugged my beer, and he said, "Who the fuck do you think you are, boy?" I said, "I'm the motherfucker that just drank your beer, boy." Then I drank my beer, and you are gonna pay for both of them, is who the fuck I am. Bye. Then I left, and no one stopped me. Alright, that was great, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and share it with friends if you enjoyed that episode. Thanks. Peace out.